Okay, here are the answers for Thursday's starters. So we've got the distance a typical hummingbird flies is 5 meters every second. The graph below models this situation. So you can't see it, but in 1 minute, we're going 5. In 2 minutes, we're going 10. 3 minutes, we're going 15. 4 minutes, we're going 20. 5 minutes, we're going 25. And then in 6 minutes, we're going 30. So what does the x-axis represent? And they actually call it the t, but that is the x-axis, and it stands for time in seconds. So even though they call that the t-axis, it's still the x. And then this, they're calling the d for distance, but this is still the y-axis, and it represents the distance in meters. So what is the constant of proportionality for this graph? Well, it tells us right here that he flies 5 meters every second. So the constant of proportionality is 5 meters per 1 second. And remember that you can go here and look at that. What is the equation in the y equals kx form? So y equals that k is the constant, which is 5. So it's just y equals 5 times x. What does the point J represent on the graph? So the J represents 6 seconds. Is equal to 30 meters. Then we've got 5 minus a negative 7 plus 12. So we have to do this in parts. So this is the first part that we're going to do. 5 minus negative 7. So we would start at our 5. We would face towards the negative numbers, and then we would walk back 7 steps. So really what we're doing is 5, and we're going to add 7 steps because we're walking towards the positive numbers. So 5 plus 7 is 12, and then we're going to add to that another 12, and that's going to give us 24. In number 3, we've got negative 6. So we would start at negative 6. We would face the negative numbers. So I'm at negative 6. I'm looking this way, facing the negative numbers, and then I'm going to walk 9 steps this way. So if I start at negative 6 and I walk 9 steps, that's going to get me to a negative 15. And then I'm going to add negative 2. So I'm at negative 15. I face the positive numbers, so I'm faced this way. And then I walk back 2 steps, and that would leave me at a negative 17.